What is going on with my channel right now?
I am Iron Man.
I can tell that you're Iron Man. Really? Okay. Enough fun here. Yes, Rob's Rogues is looking at a couple of Marvel figures coming up here. And normally I don't buy a lot of Marvel figures. Not that I don't like Marvel at all. Today being Friday is the opening of the X-Men Days of Future Past, so I am a big Marvel fan. But kind of like I've said, if I'm jack of all trades, master of none, I'm going to be really broke and I won't have a whole lot of completed anything. But from time to time on this channel, you have seen a few Marvel figures reviewed. Avengers, Captain America. So, yes, I do have a few here. I've seen Thor and Spider-Man and Iron Man from the Avengers and the Amazing Spider-Man, yada, yada, whatever. So I picked this up. Now, I'm realizing that not everybody has this store. The store is called Meijer. That's M-E-I-J-E-R. And it's just like your normal Walmarts, Targets, Kmarts. It's most in the Northwest part of the country. Actually, Northeast part of the country. Actually, Northwest Ohio for me. But it's like Ohio, Indiana, Illinois. I think there's some sporadically throughout the U.S., but they're not as predominantly as, you know, the huge conglomerate that Walmart is. But for me, we have two Walmarts in my town, but on where the street that this Meijer store is located, and you could shop at them online. They have basically all the same things that you would find at Walmart. But the stores for me, I have a Walmart, a Kohl's, and then a Meijer. So I can walk from one store right to the other store. But long story short, this is the Marvel Iron Man. This is from the Marvel's Legend. You can build a figure for the Ironmonger. This is the Iron Man Mark 42. And after seeing Iron Man 3, I really liked the Iron Man Mark 42 armor. I thought that was really pretty cool. So I was kind of watching the toy shelves and stuff like that for this Iron Man. And so I just kind of kept waiting and waiting, and eventually he went on sale. I don't know if you could see the sale price is $7.49. It was originally $14.99. So yes, I will pick up some Marvel stuff, but I'm real selective on what I pick up. And once I saw this was $7.49, I was like, all right, that I can easily stomach. I did like the Avengers Iron Man action figure that was the Walmart exclusive, but I think I really like this more. So I will take a quick look at the package here. So I haven't done any Marvel Legends figures, really. I guess you can count the Walmart exclusive as they were Hasbro figures. So... but he looks really cool in the package here. Nice big open display. And you can see Build-A-Figure collection, the Ironmonger. Of course, this is the only piece of Ironmonger I have. So if there's anybody out there that's like, hey, I never bought this Iron Man, I would like this arm, PM me, let me know, and I will send this out to you free of charge, because I'm not going to do anything with it other than it's going to set in a parts bin until I find out that somebody's missing it. But anyway, so we can see the Iron Man Mark 42 saying, wearing the Mark 42, Tony Stark summons the power and might of any unit inside his legendary armor vault. So I just thought this was a really cool look for the Iron Man costume. I thought it was pretty cool. There is the Build-A-Figure, the Ironmonger. And this comes with the, what is that? The right arm of Ironmonger. Had to look there real quick. The other figures from this wave are the Iron Patriot with a torso, Classic Iron Man with right leg, Heroic Age Iron Man with left leg, Ultron, which I really kind of wished I might have picked up now that the Age of Ultron movie is going to be coming out before too long. And then this one I thought would have been pretty cool to pick up. Was Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes, or Iron Patriot. or War Machine, or whatever have you. But yes, it's the Iron Patriot. But I started looking at some of those and going, no, I said I was only just going to try to pick up some of the Avengers. Now, granted, this is my second Iron Man, but you can't have too many Iron Men. So what we're going to do, we'll get the package out, and I'm going to try to put on my best Marvel speak here as we look at the Iron Man, basically from the Iron Man 3 movie figure, but the Marvel Legends Iron Man Mark 42. We will be right
All right,
back.
we've got the Mark 42 Iron Man opened up, and I also have my window open, so hopefully the farm machinery driving by won't be that loud. Before we take a look at the figure, we do have this nice little blueprint of the Ironmonger here. That's the only other thing he came with. Shows how to put him all together. So it gives you a little checklist of everything you can check off as you buy them. Of course, they've already checked off the Iron Man Mark 42 with right arm. And then you can see the Iron Man Mark 42 kind of like blueprint. Notable tech, able to summon components from other armor units in Tony Stark's vault, like that said on the back. It says... the Mark 42 is the triumphant of Iron Man legacy, taking the most advanced components from previous builds and fusing them into one credible creation. With unmatched power and unrivaled technology, Iron Man stands as the ultimate weapon against evil. So, nothing on the back. Now, this has been out for a while. This is 2012 is when the paper and the figure says it was made. So being 2014, it is a couple years old. So he has been in the pack for a little bit. As you could tell, I have a bent leg just from being in the dynamic pose. That is going to be easy to fix, putting in some hot water and straightening that out. So yeah, you will get those type of things happening when you put the figures in dynamic poses, as we are kind of plagued with Mattel. But this being Hasbro, still a really nice sculpt on the figure. Like the detail that they put into him. Like I said, I don't have too many Hasbro figures or even Marvel Legends figures. But still really, really cool. One thing I don't like here in this Iron Man from Walmart, from the Avengers. If I get him on screen here, there we go. His repulsor hand here is colored as, kind of like the off-white or the bluish tint. The one in this hand, if you get him in frame here, Rob, there he goes, is not. So maybe with a little bit of paint, I could kind of paint it to look like this. So there are the two different hands. It would be kind of cool to actually take the hands and swap them off, but of course they won't look quite right. But anyway, really kind of cool. The articulation, I think I mentioned it the last time I did a Marvel figure review, would be Captain America, Iron Man, and then Thor from the Avengers line from the Walmart exclusive. That the Hasbro articulation is a little wonky, or maybe I'm just a little bit used to the DC Universe Classics from Mattel. But anyway, as far as his articulation goes, his head is on a really cool ball joint, can look down really, really well, and up as well. More mobility than a lot of DC UC figures have, so I think that is really pretty cool that you can definitely get him into some dynamic poses. No tilt to the left or the right, but the way they do their heads, it's actually really pretty cool. Does go in a full 360. Arms are on a nice ball and socket here, a little bit of a hinge. The shoulder pads have a little bit of give to them, so you can get the arms up. I think I had him out of frame there. So that's pretty cool. He turns at the bicep, bends at the elbow. He doesn't get really straight in the arm, being that the way they Hasbro does their joints here, but can get pretty close to being straight. So single bend at the elbow. There's a turn at the wrist and a pivot in the hand. So he has one closed fist and one open fist, kind of in the, getting ready to blast you. Does turn at the waist. It's a little stiff and more of a rocker type of waist on Iron Man. Legs go forward and back just ever so slightly. The rear end is prohibiting much back movement. Has the thigh swivel, kind of like the ball and socket, much like the shoulders are. Bends double jointed at the knee. Man, I keep him in frame, Rob. So he's a double jointed knee. That was a lawnmower. Bends at the foot, and Iron Man does not have a rocker at all. So Iron Man cannot rock out. He is anti-rocker. So for $7, not a bad pickup. I have a little Marvel display that I kind of keep off to the side from my DC figures so we don't cross-pollinate, as I have a light that's starting to get a little wonky with me. I apologize there. There we go. So what I'd like to do is bring up the other Iron Man here real quick, and we'll kind of get a comparison of the only other Iron Man that I have. And here we are. Here's the Walmart exclusive Marvel Legends, the Avengers line that Walmart had. Obviously, when the Avengers came out, they're pretty close in size. As you can tell, the Mark 42 is just a little bit taller than the Walmart exclusive line. But still, I mean, it's pretty close. So this Iron Man's not going to look out of scale if you happen to want to pose them or pose him with the other Avengers, which I think that's actually what I'm going to do. As far as the two suits go, even though this was in the Avengers, I really like this color scheme just a little bit better. So maybe I'll have like an Iron Man vault, or this, gives me the opportunity to swap in and out figures, and you'll kind of see the difference in my Avengers team that I have. So let's take a look at the Marvel Select figures that I have. All right, here are the Marvel Legends figures that I currently own. Of course, I do have the Avengers Iron Man from the Walmart line that the rest of the Avengers you see back here, the Captain America and Thor came from. But like I said, I think I'm preferring to use this Iron Man. Of course, I have the amazing Spider-Man here, and Ben Affleck Daredevil. I really liked the Daredevil movie. I think it's maybe only the second time I've had this figure on film, and this was the actual first Marvel Select figure that Toy Biz did. And I really, I almost bought the comic accurate version, but after seeing the Daredevil movie, I really wanted to get the Ben Affleck Daredevil. So that's why I have this figure. And now that it's a movie universe, I'm kind of glad that I did. I really want to try and get Iceman from this line, but he can be a little bit pricey, but I still think I'm going to try and track him down. But these are the Marvel figures I have. I don't have a whole lot, but a nice, little Marvel movie universe, as it were, to kind of be able to put them together. And they all kind of look really cool together. I do have one more Marvel Legends figure that I picked up, so that figure will be in the very next review. So today we've been taking a look at the Marvel Legends Iron Man Mark 42 from the Iron Man 3 movie. And as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogues signing off, saying we will see you guys next time. Okay.